1. In developing a training session for the Techniques of Alcohol Management TAM card test, which instructional strategy best addresses adult learners' need for practical application? A. Memorization of alcohol service laws. B. Lecture-based delivery of all statutes. C. Case studies simulating real-world scenarios. D. Repetition of written policies. 2. A trainer notices that participants in a TAM course are disengaged during a long lecture. Which adult learning principle should guide a change in teaching method? A. Adults learn best when forced repetition is used. B. Adults value experiential and interactive learning. C. Adults should be passive recipients of knowledge. D. Adults require strict testing over collaboration. 3. When designing curriculum for a TAM card test prep program, what is the most effective way to integrate regulatory compliance into learning outcomes? A. Include only definitions of state laws. B. Use role-playing scenarios involving ID checks. C. Provide lengthy legal texts without context. D. Assign only written quizzes on statutes. 4. In evaluating the effectiveness of a TAM training module, which tool best measures participants' ability to apply learned concepts in real settings? A. Multiple choice tests exclusively. B. Anonymous course feedback forms. C. Observation during simulated role plays. D. Attendance tracking logs. 5. During mentoring of a new trainer for TAM, which approach most effectively builds confidence in delivering compliance content? A. Correcting mistakes only after the session. B. Shadowing with real-time feedback and coaching. C. Allowing the trainer to work independently without support. D. Providing only written materials for study. 6. A curriculum developer must update TAM training to reflect new alcohol service laws. Which approach ensures alignment with adult learning principles? A. Replace interactive modules with dense legal text. B. Incorporate updated laws into practical scenarios. C. Remove outdated content without replacement. D. Provide learners with unstructured reading lists. 7. To assess communication effectiveness in TAM instruction, which evaluation method is most reliable? A. Monitoring the number of questions asked by learners. B. Reviewing trainers' slide deck formatting. C. Conducting peer observation and structured feedback. D. Checking for timely completion of written exams. 8. Which of the following is the best way to design test items for the TAM card test to assess higher-order thinking? A. Asking learners to define alcohol terms verbatim. E. Providing yes/no questions on compliance. C. Creating situational judgment questions. D. Including only matching-type exercises. 9. A mentor supports a new TAM facilitator struggling with classroom management. Which guidance aligns with adult learning principles? A. Focus solely on disciplinary control measures. B. Engage learners by linking content to their work experiences. C. Reduce learner participation to limit distractions. D. Deliver information faster to maintain attention. 10. What is the primary purpose of incorporating evaluation methods into a TAM training program? A. To satisfy legal record-keeping requirements only. E. To identify learner strengths and areas for growth. C. To extend the training session duration. D. To replace the need for regulatory oversight. 11. A key adult learning principle applied in TAM training is: A. Adults prefer abstract theories over practical application. B. Adults are motivated by relevance to their job responsibilities. C. Adults require uniform pacing without flexibility. D. Adults should not be involved in problem solving. 12. Which mentoring technique best supports trainers preparing participants for the TAM card test? A. Encouraging rote memorization of statutes. B. Demonstrating role-play facilitation and then co-facilitating. C. Limiting opportunities for reflection and feedback. D. Replacing practice with written study guides only. 13. Which curriculum development strategy ensures regulatory compliance content is retained by learners? A. Providing interactive ID checking simulations. B. Reducing the number of practice opportunities. C. Minimizing engagement with real-world cases. D. Limiting discussions to trainer presentations. 14. When assessing the effectiveness of TAM course content, what should evaluators prioritize? A. Learner recall of laws only. B. Learner's ability to apply policies in realistic contexts. C. Trainer's ability to recite legal text accurately. D. Length of training sessions. 15. Which of the following communication strategies best supports adult learners in a TAM class? A. Using legal jargon without clarification. B. Translating policies into clear, work-related language. C. Avoiding interactive discussion to save time. D. Speaking rapidly to cover all content. 16. During regulatory audits of TAM programs, evaluators focus most on A. Accuracy of legal content delivery. B. Trainer's personal teaching style preferences. C. Frequency of course offerings. D. Learner satisfaction with class snacks. 17. A mentor encourages a new trainer to use storytelling in a TAM session. What is the primary benefit of this approach? A. It provides entertainment without relevance. B. It enhances memorization of statutes. C. It connects compliance rules to real-life service experiences. D. It shortens training duration. 18. Which evaluation method most effectively assesses whether TAM learners can prevent overservice of alcohol? A. Written recall of blood alcohol concentration levels. B. Case scenario analysis and decision-making exercises. C. Tracking attendance rates. D. Counting the number of handouts distributed. 19. In adult learning, autonomy is crucial. How should TAM trainers respect this principle? A. Allow learners to choose case studies relevant to their workplace. B. Limit opportunities for learners to ask questions. C. Provide one rigid path of instruction. D. Require passive listening without participation. 20. A trainer integrates group discussions into TAM lessons. Which adult learning need does this fulfill? A. Relevance through peer sharing of experiences. Memorization through repetition. C. Efficiency through reduced trainer workload. D. Authority through limiting learner input. 21. Which aspect of mentoring is most important for ensuring consistency in TAM program delivery? A. Encouraging trainers to interpret laws differently. E. Reinforcing standardized compliance messages. C. Allowing full autonomy without oversight. D. Minimizing trainer evaluations. 22. When designing TAM test questions, which option best measures comprehension of responsible service techniques? A. Asking learners to list legal drinking ages only. E. Providing true-false questions on definitions. C. Requiring analysis of guest behavior in scenarios. D. Matching terms with definitions. 23. How should curriculum developers integrate evaluation feedback into TAM course improvement? A. Use data to refine interactive modules and compliance examples. B. Disregard learner input to maintain consistency. C. Extend training time without changing content. D. Replace interactive learning with lectures. 24. Which communication barrier is most detrimental in TAM sessions? A. Use of simple, direct language. B. Failure to clarify technical compliance terms. C. Encouraging interactive participation. D. Checking learner understanding periodically. 25. A trainer provides constructive feedback after a role-play exercise in TAM training. This supports which mentoring outcome? A. Learner disengagement. B. Skill reinforcement and confidence building. C. Reduction in learner accountability. D. Limiting opportunities for improvement. 26. In developing evaluation methods for TAM programs, why is triangulation of assessments important? A. It ensures multiple perspectives on learning outcomes. B. It minimizes the need for observation. C. It eliminates trainer preparation requirements. D. It avoids adaptation of regulatory content. 27. Which adult learning strategy best ensures retention of TAM compliance rules? A. Repetition of legal codes without application. E. Hands-on simulations of challenging scenarios. C. Exclusive reliance on lecture. D. Memorization drills. 28. A mentor demonstrates active listening during a new trainer's session debrief. This practice supports A. Improve trainer reflection and growth. B. Reduce trainer autonomy. C. Faster delivery of mentoring sessions. D. Limiting trainer engagement. 29. Which regulatory compliance element is most critical in TAM card test preparation? A. Understanding penalties for service violations. B. Memorizing non-essential terminology. C. Skipping updates to alcohol laws. D. Ignoring jurisdictional requirements. 30. Which evaluation method best measures whether TAM training improves workplace compliance behavior? A. Tracking post-training incident reports. B. Counting the number of attendees. C. Measuring the length of sessions. D. Reviewing trainer qualifications only.